Right, hello guys, welcome to another video. You join me on my sofa, and today we are going to talk about my Instagram account. Some of you may know it's been quite a bit of a journey with my Instagram account. So in this video I'm going to talk about how I kind of got rid of 40,000, 40,000 inactive ghost fake followers from my Instagram account. So we're going to go through that. And from that, we're going to take in the benefits of how it might benefit you if you take away your fake ghost followers or whatever. If you have a lot of followers and engagement isn't that high, say if you've got 50, 60k followers and you only get like under 1,000 likes, I'm going to tell you how it may benefit you to kind of clean out your account. So let's get into a little story then. I'm going to try and make this brief and as quick as possible. It's about just how I started on Instagram. So cut a long story short, I started Instagram in 2012. The app launched in late 2010, 2011. Started up in 2012, I got suggested a year later or so. Now, being suggested on Instagram is not a thing anymore. It was in the past, and to get suggested, it was like the big, huge thing, like you made it, okay? You made it on Instagram if you got suggested. What suggested meant is you were put on a list for 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks, any new users to Instagram, they will get that list of all the people who have been suggested and all the accounts who are suggested to follow, okay? So I was put on there, which I'm very grateful for. I was put on there, and in 2 weeks I gained about 32,000 followers. I grew my account in a year to about 4,000, so I had about 35,000 Instagram followers after I got suggested. So that was 2013, say 2014. Fast forward to 2016, I think it was about 48,000 followers. I grew another 10,000 or so followers in that time, in about 2-3 years, to 2016. Okay. Now, this is where the engagement started to get a bit weak and a bit dire. I was noticing a huge drop, all this Instagram update and stuff like that, where the feed was not chronological anymore. It was just to fit the user and to show the post that Instagram would think they would like to see first. Okay. There's all a hoo-ha, but it's still going on. But yeah, after all that, I was hitting under 1,000 likes with 48,000 followers, which is not very good engagement, especially if you're trying to work with brands and stuff. I'll get onto that later though. So yeah, engagement was very weak then. My followers weren't seeing my posts and stuff like that. So I decided to make another account called Life of Fraser, because this was my Fraz iPhone account before. I created a new one called Life of Fraser, which is now my YouTube name and all that stuff, okay? I grew the second one to 12,000. I left the other one with 48,000 followers just dead. I didn't use it, okay? I just left it there. So the engagement was good on 11,000 followers. I grew that in about a year to 2016, 2017, okay? 11,000 followers, I was getting like 1,500, 2,000 likes, and if it kind of hit the explore page and went higher than that, it got about 3,000 to 5,000 likes. That's an insane amount. And then Instagram came out with all this other stuff about updating, and the engagement just got really bad again. I was still posting the same content. It's ups and, as you know, if you're an Instagrammer or post on Instagram, you've got high amount of followers, it gets on your nerves that engagement is down, engagement up. It's just a complete chaos on Instagram, okay? After that, in about 2017, I decided to go back to my other account and told everyone, okay, go follow about the other one, blah, 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 this. So, by that time, I had about 42,000 on that account, because the reason I went down from 48 to 42 is because I told everyone to go follow the new one. So, somewhere in the line, some followers were lost, okay? And then I deleted that one with 11,000 followers. I hope you're keeping on track here. It does sound very confusing. So now I was back on the one with 42,000, call it 2018 somewhere, okay? Let's get to it then. The reason why I decided to get rid of all those ghost followers is because I got this email. I was going to do this brand deal. You know how brands contact Instagrammers and they, you pay per post to post their products or whatever. I do quite a lot of that on Instagram, that's part of my income, okay? So this is very important when you're trying to work with brands on Instagram. You can't kind of expect them to work with you if you've got a very, very bad engagement. Now, I didn't realize this, so I thought, okay, 42,000 followers, it looks good to them, it looks good to brands, it looks good to, brands that are trying to sell their products on certain Instagram pages, okay? But nowadays, brands, they actually look into your insights, they look into your engagement, they look over across, months of posting on your Instagram account. And I actually wanted a photo of my insights. I can't remember the brand, but I got an email back saying, we apologise to let you know this, but your engagement isn't high enough, okay? So I had a 42,000 follower account and I was getting 700 likes. The rules are good engagement is about 5 to 10%, okay? So if you do 42,000, times 0.07, it's 2,900. So it's about 2,000 to 3,000 likes they are looking for. Okay, that's what brands look for, between the 5 and 10% mark. That's good engagement. I was getting 700 likes, so that's like not even 2%. So they look at the account and be like, okay, they'll just choose someone else. And when I kept getting this kind of vibe from brands, I mean, I didn't get emails back. They probably looked at my account saying, oh, okay, this account is probably bought his followers. By the way, I've never bought followers in my life. It's probably bought his followers. They're probably all fake and all that. Not a good account to give our products to them, to post them, to advertise them. So I thought, okay, F it, I'm not going to deal with this crap anymore because I actually make an income off it. I'm going to try and get rid of 40,000 followers from my account. I didn't know it was going to be 40,000 followers because I didn't know that was that many fake accounts on my account, but it turned out to be. So the way I did it, I downloaded this app called Unfollow. I'm not sponsored by them. I just found it on the App Store. It's probably the best one you can use as of right now. I tried others, they're crap. Unfollow is the best one to use. It's got like that's 4 squares in it and 3 ticks in them. It's called Unfollow, okay? Simple. You go on there, you see all your followers on there. So I had 42,000. Now, I tried to, so the way how they do it is they have to block the accounts. They can't remove them. You can't remove accounts off Instagram. Only Instagram can do that, okay? So you have to block them off. That's how they come off your account. Now, Instagram only lets you block about 100 accounts at a time. I had 42,000. So this took about 2-3 weeks to get rid of 20,000, okay? So what it does, it goes in 100 each, and then after that it will pause for 4 or 5 minutes, and then it will start again. Okay, the counter will go down as blocking. And now after you've blocked them, you've got to go unblock them, because if there's genuine accounts in there that do actually follow you, then they can follow you back again, okay? You don't want, 40,000 blocked accounts on your account, if that makes sense. I mean, it is good. There's a few people that did get blocked that actually like my photos. So how it works it out to be a ghost follower is that the past 500 posts you do, it recognizes if they've liked it, if they commented, and stuff like that, okay, or if they've engaged into your account. So I did it in groups of 10,000, okay, so I couldn't believe how many fake followers I had that didn't actually like to post for the last 500 posts and didn't comment on a post for the last 500 posts. That's how it does it. Or it chooses inactive followers, okay, so they haven't been active for 30 days, 90 days, or 120 days. You can choose it on the app, which is quite cool, which is really good actually. So I did it in stages, and it ended up being 40,000 followers that I had to get rid of. And now, present day, I've got 8,929. I did have 8,760 when I finished blocking everyone and finished, clearing out the account. So now, when I actually get a follow, or people like my stuff and follow, they decide to follow, it actually goes up. Because back then, even though I was gaining about 30, 40 followers a day, I was losing 30, 40, 50, 60, and even 100 followers a day, I was losing them because they were all the fake accounts coming off. I mean, you could stick doing that and just let them fall off, but it would take years for them to drop off. So this was a quick way to kind of clean my account out. Now, I say quick only comparing to that. I sometimes have to leave my phone overnight, just on my desk, on my bedside table, just going, blocking, and keep your screen on, and having it on charge, because it does take a long time. To get rid of 8,000 followers, it took about 2-3 days to do that. And when I was eating, when I was playing PS4, whatever, I just had my phone here, sat there, and it just went down. When I was driving, I had to put the phone here like that, and it just went down. So it's a very long kind of process to get rid of your followers. But let me tell you a few things that you can benefit you. I mean, it is definitely beneficial because, as I mentioned about the brand thing, if you're a blogger, or you're self-employed and your work is social media, you're either a content creator on YouTube, or you make content for money, okay? So you don't want your account to look bad to potential products, okay? I mean, you get these silly brands that offer you free stuff and no payment. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the major brands you can potentially work with. And it's important to have good engagement, otherwise they're not gonna choose you. Simple as that. So with 40,000 followers and I had 600 likes, I'd rather have 8,000 followers with 1,000 likes. That's mega good engagement. And more brands are now, I've got about 4 lined up that I'm going to work with that actually are going to pay for me to post. It was a higher chance of me getting more brand deals with less followers than I had with 42,000 and less engagement. And that just proves really that high the following, it doesn't really mean anything if you haven't got a good community backing you there. And in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have chosen to go on the suggested list, because it just floods your account with fake and ghost followers. They probably realise that now, because they don't do it anymore, and it's obviously stopping more fake followers to follow other people and all this stuff. But it still goes on. It goes on every single day. Yeah, Instagrammers that I know are sick of it. It's just unfollow, follow, unfollow, follow, all that crap. It's just not good. So cleaning your account would help. I mean, it doesn't delete the accounts, which is the sad thing. I mean, I'm not cool enough to contact Instagram and be like, oh, can you actually delete these accounts? Because if you see in that screenshot I posted of the recording, it's just rubbish accounts, like with usernames which don't make any sense, like zeros and numbers and stuff, and letters all mixed up. They're just not, you can just tell they're not real accounts, and they're spam accounts and all this stuff. And kind of profanity accounts and all this crap, okay? So it doesn't actually delete the accounts, it just kind of removes them, but it does benefit you in a way that you can have a much cleaner account, your community is going to be stronger, your post will probably push out to more people and more of your followers. Now, I can show you my insights here. So in a post I did recently, I got 965 likes with 8,900 followers. I mean, that's pretty good. It's about 10-15% engagement there, which is really, really high. I mean, obviously it's going to be higher because of the number of followers is less, but still that says to brands, you know, okay, he's got really good engagement. So the picture of the lighthouse got 965 likes. If you go on the insights, it still reached 6,800 people, which is close to 8,000, which is good. When I was getting the likes on when I had 40,000, it was the same kind of likes, yeah, but I had 40,000 followers. So 6,000 to 10,000 reach it's not very good. So yeah, as I said, I much rather have better engagement with less followers than a higher following with less engagement, if that makes sense. And you know, it's just a rebuild. You know, now I can actually see my following going up, which is nice. On Instagram, you know, it's simple. You want to build your account, right? As you can see, I had 8,700 when I stopped the blocking and everything. And now I have 8,900, so I've gone up 200 followers already. And I can actually see that. With the other account, it just didn't go up. It went down, pretty much. It was like 42.3, 42.2, next month 42.1, and it just kept on going down, down, down. I guess the point of this video is to really kind of, if you are in the same boat as me, I'm just giving you my experience with Instagram and what I've been through Instagram. It's been a hell of a journey, I'd say that, you know, up and down, creating different accounts. A lot of people did it back then, actually. There's a group of us that first of all did it to create a new account because the engagement is crap, and they've stuck with their accounts now, which they're getting better engagement with the new account, because it's just much cleaner. I mean, if you're the same as me, you got like 60 or even 100,000 followers, and you get about 1,000 likes and stuff, it probably would be beneficial to clean your account out. It just looks much better to potential brands and stuff, and also it strengthens your community as well. That's kind of my story. I did want to make a video on this. I don't know if there's any point making this video, but yeah, the app I used was Unfollow. It's a good app, but yeah, it does take time. So I mean, the time invested that I used on the app is definitely worth it, I think. Another point is to note that it doesn't get rid of everyone. I mean, I get the same amount of engagement I had when I had 42,000. So all the people which comment, I see the same names, I see all the same people. It's the same chunk of my community which is still there, because on the app it filters them if they like your post, if they commented on your post in the last 500 posts. So those people will stay on your account. Don't be afraid to kind of, I mean, there's one or two strays that it will get rid of, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, the app's quite good at realizing, you know, who have liked it and who's commented and all that. So don't worry about it removing all your good people on your Instagram account. It won't do that. It's a very good app. I do recommend using it. Unfollow is what it's called. Yeah, guys, so that's kind of my, it's just a discussion really about Instagram. If you're in the same boat, as I said, you know, it may be beneficial for you to kind of clean your account. Cool, right guys, so, and it's just a kind of a rebuild, a regrowth for me on Instagram. You know, I'm excited to kind of grow again the right way, not kind of, I mean, if you get featured on Instagram, I mean, it's all cool, it's all great, but at the end of the day, you're probably more likely to get the follow people, which follow your account, unfollow, all that crap. You will get probably a good proportion of followers, but I would just stick to kind of growing your account naturally and, you know, posting good content every single day, keeping to a good theme, keeping to your own theme, posting unique content, working with other people, you know, and stuff like that. That's what I recommend for you to do on growing your account. And I have made videos about it in the past, about being consistent and keeping to your style and all that stuff like that. But I haven't made an updated one. And if you guys want that, do jot down below some ideas about Instagram and any other videos you want to see, and I'd be happy to make them. Cool. Alright guys, so that's kind of my discussion for today. You know, that's how it is. Cool. Alright guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Yeah, hundreds on my bed, texting with the bill. Roses in my wallet and I'm flexing it for real. Racks on racks on racks, I look like rookie of the year. Frontin' with the cash, it's getting moody over here. Hundreds on my bed, texting with the bill. Roses in my wallet and I'm flexing it for real.